Welcome back to the channel, you car nerds. Today we're going to be flying into Oshkosh, the busiest airport in the world, for only 1 week. But we're going to be doing it as a seaplane. Now behind me, I've got Lake Winnebago drawn out with Oshkosh, Appleton, and the Seaplane base all marked on the map. And you might be wondering, Cheese Pilot, you don't live in Appleton. Why do you have Appleton up there? Well, because we're going to go pick up Dirtbag, because Oshkosh, as I said, busiest airport in the world for 1 week, and we're going to be flying in the middle of that. So having more than one set of eyes out there is obviously going to make us safer. It's going to make it easier for us to get there safer. We've got somebody looking at traffic. We can have somebody working with the iPad. Having more than one qualified pilot while flying into these big air shows like Oshkosh, Sun and Fun, Triple Tree, etc. It's just safer. So we're gonna go to Appleton and we're gonna pick up Dirtbag Pilot, and he's gonna be our passenger princess for this flight. After we pick up Dirtbag, we are gonna fly down the middle of Lake Winnebago. All right, why are we flying down the middle of Lake Winnebago? Well, because Oshkosh has a big old delta airspace that cuts out to about right there. I could be a little off. I'll probably put up like a sectional or something to get you a better idea. But we're gonna fly outside their airspace, and we're going to come in and enter a left downwind for this little cove right here. Now, as we're flying down the middle of Lake Winnebago, right about here, we should be able to start to pick up the Seaplane base on the radio. They've got just a little handheld radio down there so that we could ask for things like water conditions, surface reports, wind conditions, because guess what? There's no METAR, there's no ATIS, there's nothing for Lake Winnebago. Yes, I could check the general weather, I could open up some marine weather apps and try and discern what might be applicable to me and what isn't applicable to me. But as a seaplane, at a small seaplane base, there's not a whole lot of resources out there for you to try and gauge on whether or not you're gonna make it in. So a lot of it is, well, let's go check. So, right about here, we're gonna call the Seaplane base and we're gonna ask them what they see in this cove, because they can't see out in Lake Winnebago from the ground here. We're gonna ask them what they see in this cove, and we are going to cut in, nice low left base, and into a final, making sure that we can touch down by about the edge of the cove. If I'm not touched on the water by the edge of this cove, I'm going around, because guess what? Seaplanes don't have brakes. So there ain't nothing there to stop us. There ain't nothing there to slow us down other than the water. So I need to make sure I have enough water before I hit this lagoon, because I don't want to hit that lagoon at 40 miles an hour. I don't want to hit that lagoon at 40 knots because it's shallow, there's people there, there's other boats, there could be airplanes taxiing around. Plus they don't want us landing in the lagoon. So recap everything. We're gonna go to Appleton. We're gonna pick up Dirtbag because we want more than one set of eyes as we fly into Oshkosh. Just because we're going to the Seaplane base doesn't necessarily mean it's not gonna be busy. Once we pick up Dirtbag, we're gonna head for the middle of Lake Winnebago, and we're gonna track Lake Winnebago down so that we can enter this left downwind and final into the cove. Once we get there, they're gonna dock us, and congratulations, we're at Oshkosh.
All right, here we are at the end of the runway. We are ready to take off. We're gonna go down to Appleton first because we're gonna pick up Dirtbag. So we got a nice comfy seat here for Dirtbag because we're flying into Oshkosh. Oshkosh can get a little busy, it can get a little hectic, so having more than one set of eyes is always a good thing. So the engine is warmed up, everything's square. Let's go ahead and get a run up done. All right, prop works. We got a manifold rise and an oil pressure drop associated with prop actuation. Then we got left magneto, about a 75 drop, back to bolt, came back, right magneto, got about a 50 drop. All right, it's within standards. Go ahead and bring it back to idle, make sure it doesn't die. Airplane does not die. So let's go ahead and get our landing light on, taxi light on, fuel pump on, and we are ready to go. Door County, Cherry Light traffic, Lake 1 Hotel Tango, taking off, runway 20, departing the area to the south, Door County.
Door County traffic, moving is about 12 miles to the south, descending out 4,000, landing Door County.
looking at the windsock, we got a little bit of a left crosswind. Runway looks clear, no animals. Power's in. Airspeed's alive. There's 40, rotate. And we're up. Go ahead and get those gear up. Fuel pump can turn off. Gear didn't come up all the way. There it is. We're high enough, flaps can come up, fuel pump's off. All right, here we are approaching Appleton. We're about 10 miles from the airspace, so let's give them a call. We have information Gulf, and we're gonna plan for runway 21. Appleton Tower, Lake 1 Hotel Tango, about 10 miles to the northeast of your airspace. Looking to come in for a full stop. I have Gulf.
Lake 1 Hotel Tango, Appleton Tower. Report 5 miles northeast of the field. Information Charlie is current. Altimeter 3012.
That might have been Oshkosh for Gulf. 3012. I'll get Charlie. 1 Hotel Tango.
Good afternoon, Appleton Tower, Lake 2815. Over to Tommy. Charlie 92815, Appleton Tower, report 5 miles northeast of the field. 5 miles northeast of the field.
All right, we can start slowing it up because we're gonna start descending. We don't want to overspeed the airplane. Turbulence has gotten a little worse, but not enough that like we need to be concerned. It's just we need to stay away from yellow line because yellow line is 105, and well, we're not in smooth air.
LS 3866, Appleton Tower, runway 121130, good land.
Build up down with runway 12 for 1 Hotel Tango.
1 Hotel Tango, traffic your final is CRJ 9 on a 4-mile final call, truck site.
Looking. Insight.
Make 1 Hotel Tango, base turn free to follow that traffic, runway 12113007, clear to land, cost for your home.
Clear land, runway 12 following the CRJ, 1 Hotel Tango. Mind if I land long?
Make 1 Hotel Tango,
Approved, 1 Hotel Tango.
Tower, cross 4788, turn in 8 mile left base, runway 21. LS 4718, Appleton Tower, report established on final runway 21. Report established final runway 21, runway 4718.
Let's go 25 inches of manifold pressure. Drop the gear. Lights are on. Gear's down. I got gear. I got gear. I got one in the mirror.
Number 815, continue present heading. You're going to be following
Now, let's talk about wake turbulence.
7 mile final runway 2.
So, wake turbulence generated by wingtip vortices that come off the wingtips. I'm not going to get into the science about it.
Number 815, we'll call your base.
Flaps are down. Props forward, mixture's rich. Now, wake turbulence, as we said, little tornadoes, they come off the wingtips. Now, how do we avoid wake turbulence? Well, we avoid wake turbulence by flying above their approach path and landing past their touchdown point. Now, they're sky west, so they touch down at the 1,500 foot markers because they don't know how to land on the 1,000 foot markers for some reason, which means I'm going to be aiming for the 2,000 foot markers to give that wake turbulence some space.
Alpha, echo to the rim.
Fuel pumps on. And I'm kind of dog-legging it in to stay well above their wake turbulence. I don't want to end up in their wake turbulence. I mean, sure, it's a CRJ. It shouldn't be that bad, but I don't want to deal with it. So we're aiming for the 2,000 foot markers. I mean, we got plenty of runway. All right, last chance, flaps down, gear down.
815, left base approved, runway 21, traffic your follows via regional jet on a 4 mile final color traffic site. Got the traffic site, turning left base, 815, roger, runway 21, wind 110 at 6 foot wind. 14, runway 21.
Idle. I'm going to the hangars.
Roger that, sir. November 3, November to the hangar.
November 3, November to the hangars. 1 Hotel Tango. Hey, Tower, you mind if I ask you a question real quick? Was my transponder given a bad altitude?
And that's for 1 Hotel Tango?
Yeah.
I didn't see any altitude discrepancies with you.
Alright, that's odd because it's displaying to me that I'm at 1,200 feet, but obviously I'm not.
Yeah, no, you're definitely not.
Alright, appreciate it.
Got 4718, turn left wing, taxi park via taxiway Bravo, hold short runway 12 Bravo. Left enable taxi via Bravo, and then hold short 12 Bravo.
That's Mike 3. Alright, here we are on the ground. Fuck. I guess we gotta go around. Yeah, there's a Seminole or something parked in the way, so we got to go around. Their bag's on the far end anyway, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. It looks like they have stub outs for more hangars here, huh? Seems like they're really gonna do Oshkosh, or they're really gonna do Appleton. Alright, here we are. Dirtbag's hangar. Alright, here we are. Short of the runway. It's Dirtbag. We're gonna go to Oshkosh. Going to Osh. Tower, Lake 1 Hotel Tango ready at the end.
Charlie, stand by. Charlie, the FDO Unicom is 122.95. Lake 1 Hotel Tango, Appleton Tower, runway 21, wind 160 at 5, gust 16, clear for takeoff.
Runway 21, clear for takeoff. 1 Hotel Tango. Alright, trim. We're gonna need a little bit more of that now that we got all of this in here. Flaps are down, gears down, pumps on. And water rudder is up.
Control.
more of that trim.
Yeah, birds, 12 o'clock.
Void birds, Lake 1 Hotel Tango.
Roger.
Yeah, there's about 10 or 12 birds hanging out at the departure end of runway 21.
Are they all at your altitude right there or a little below you?
They were ranging between where I'm at, probably a good 100 feet above me.
Also taking proceed on course traffic just east of Brennan Field, northbound 1600 type unknown.
Alright, I'm just gonna stay low level and run straight to Lake Winnebago if that's okay with you, 1 Hotel Tango.
Just taking up front, make the left turn to get away from that traffic. Then you going down towards the Seaplane parking area there?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Seaplane base, so I'm gonna head over to the other side so that I can come back in for the left traffic to the Seaplane base.
Alright, you Kurt nerds. Here we are. We're live. Live over Bago.
Live over Winnebago.
25.
Piper, like the aircraft manufacturer. The TCDS for the lake is for sale. You need to buy the TCDS, bring back the lake, call it the Piper Winnebago. Done. Alright, you'll sell millions. But we're tracking down the middle of Lake Winnebago right now so that we can bring it back in for a left downwind for the lagoon. We're looking at the water, and I mean, what do you think, Dirtbag? Based on your what seaplane experience you do have, what do you think about the water quality right now?
I think it looks fine.
All right.
I think we're.
Do we want to go do a test splash?
I think so.
Okay. I think we should do a test splash. All right, mixture's rich. Let's bring it back about 15 inches manifold pressure, flaps down, prop forward. And turn off every incandescent light below the water line. Because if they get wet, they glow. I mean, because if the water's smooth, we could just land out here and taxi on step. Like, instead of trying to do some weird left downwind for a runway that doesn't exist. Alright, out your window, do you see a wheel?
No wheels.
No wheels. Alright, that's good.
Gear is up.
Let's just avoid the giant fucking pelicans that are in Lake Winnebago. Doesn't Lake Winnebago translate to stinky water or something?
I've heard that.
Ooh, there's a bird right there. Or is it a bird, or is that just a floating? That was just
Floater.
debris.
You got debris on the left.
I didn't expect there to be this much debris. Yeah, a chunk of wood. That's concerning. Ooh, and maybe it is a little big out here. Let's see if we can actually enter this left downwind and end up in the lagoon. Oshkosh Seaplane Base, do you read me? Anything? Lake 1 Hotel Tango. I'm over Lake Winnebago right now. Just wondering if you got like a service report over there.
Light shot for the moment.
That's fucking helpful, man. Very subjective.
Yeah.
Must be a Delta pilot.
Yeah. Okay, I think I've identified the lagoon. There, that little, not a very big lagoon. So I think the play is actually going to be hug that tree line over there for the landing. I guess they technically want our lights on within 60 miles. This thing's slow with the flaps down. That was a cruise power setting. We were doing 75 knots. Alright, I feel like this is a good 45 entry into the left downwind for the lagoon. So that should be Warbird Island right there. Oh, I see why they want you at 1300, because it puts you 500 feet below all the other traffic.
And 500 above the surface.
Oh, so it gives me my 500 feet above, you know,
Yeah,
separation from the boats.
Yeah, it's all
It all,
minimum separation.
it all's coming together. It's all coming back to me now, said the blind man to the deaf dog as he pissed into the wind. Alright, that is our little seaplane. Like, this little jut out right here, right on the other side, should be our lagoon. I mean, there's some jet skis ripping it, so I think over there it is definitely smoother.
It's like cows always face into the wind, and jet skis always go where it's smooth.
Well, I mean, there's no suspension on a jet ski, so I'd assume. I mean, I guess I've never been on a jet ski, so I don't really know. But I just kind of assume that, like, they're not gonna... Because I feel like it would hurt just getting your fucking... your junk wrecked.
Some people like that.
Oh, yeah, I guess there are people that pay to experience that. Alright, I see the gap into the lagoon. I see the lagoon. You know, I see why they tell people don't land in the lagoon, because I feel like I could do that. Like,
Drop it right in.
like, it would be tight, but... Alright, flaps down, gear still up, gear still up.
Gears up.
Alright, let's drop it down. Drops forward. Lake Winnebago, still up on steps slightly, but I guess we should get off step if we're going into the lagoon. You remembered to put the drain plugs in, right there, Beck?
Oh,
I'm just fucking with you.
I thought you had those.
Oh. Oshkosh Seaplane base, like 1 Tango on the water. Yeah, we're in the right spot. Or did I fuck up and actually land in the lagoon? No, there's the little entryway.
Looks like, yeah. Looks like a narrow entryway.
Yeah. Alright, the sponsons are off limits until we actually get on the water, or until we get on the land and we can verify.
Drain
Yep.
Drain Lake Winnebago out of them.
Yep, drain Lake Winnebago out of the lake. Alright, I see the gap.
Yeah, like coming into the Seaplane base, you can just come through the cut and you're going to be looking just to the right of the Cessna 180.
Appreciate it. You got the little like jet ski shaped dock still?
That is correct. It's kind of a gray dock.
Alright, appreciate it. I think I should have taken the anchor out. My nose is really heavy. That's why we're getting so much spray. Because when Liz is in the plane, I don't get this. And when it's just me, I can keep the nose up higher.
It's all that Chinese food.
Yeah. See, over here, light chop. Light chop.
Yeah, that's nice.
I mean, we definitely caught some wake off of like a boat that ran through a little while ago. Did you notice that?
Honestly,
You didn't see the three ripples?
it just looks like water to me. Unless there's white caps. You're like a connoisseur of water conditions.
Well, you kind of have to be. You're gonna tag me in the post, right?
Oh yeah.
Ooh. All right, I'm gonna wait till we're through the cut, and then we're gonna shut down. Because I hit the dock a little too fucking hard last year. All right, that's it.
And that's about it, folks. That is how you get a seaplane into Oshkosh. Now, of course, this airplane's got wheels. We could just do the normal thing and fly it to the pavement. But where would the fun be in all of that? So if you did learn something from this video, or if you just enjoyed watching me and Dirtbag fly to Oshkosh, drop a like, hit that bell icon so you get notified every time I come out with more educational, helpful content. If you don't like it, well, fuck off. I don't care if you don't like it. It's my content. No, I'm kidding. If you don't like it, please leave something in the comments. Let me know what you wanted to see, what you didn't see, what might have made this more fun, more interesting for you. But, as always, fly safe and keep it cheesy.